when I do the countdown, I get in trouble. I'm sitting here with my countdown like 5, 4, 3, 2, and then the FBI comes knocking at my door.
What is it you pray for?
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Greetings, salutations, and welcome to episode number 166 of Abyssal Musings. My name is Samuel the Infamous, and joining me as always is my co-host and partner, and the man who makes this show happen, Lawrence Knight.
What's up?
Yep, after that fire intro, we're moving on to Abe. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, howdy. What's going on?
Good to see you. And we also have with us the woman who is tickled every time she sees that intro video, Erin Laura.
Good evening. I am the Aaronator, Karen. That's my intro. Hi, guys.
Fair enough. Welcome in, everybody. We are currently live on Twix, YouTube, and Rumble. If you're in any of those places, drop a comment. Let us know you're here. We're going to get to saying hello to the chat in just a moment. Nope, we're going to do it right now because that's all I got. So we've got BTK in the chat. Howdy. We've got Ardent Party. Hello. Welcome in. We've got Erin Laura, who's up here on the panel with us. Howdy. We've got Jacob Gallo. We have Bobby. I'm going to go with Bobby Chance Inc. Welcome in. Oh, never mind. I see your photo. I know exactly who you are. Never mind.
Yep.
Never mind.
Yeah, he put it in the DM.
Got him.
You just did the DM earlier.
I wasn't. Like I said, I've been backstage, man. I've been swamped at work, so I haven't really looked at anything in the last couple hours. Welcome in.
I was calling him Hulk.
I was like, holy shit, we actually did get some new subscribers this week. I guess. I mean, we did, but yeah.
Nope.
So we got old Blondie in the chat. Howdy, welcome in. Looking at Lawrence Knight's in the chat here with us. Did I say hello to Jacob Gallo already? If I didn't, hi, how are you? We have Beak in the chat. That's not Beak, that's Erin Laura again. Hi, Beak, welcome in. And like I said, if you're in any of the places, drop a comment, let us know you're here. We do our best to interact, but also keep the flow of the show going. Speaking of which, Lawrence, what do we have going on tonight?
Well, we're pulling an audible tonight. So last week, I said that we were going to do Eerie Travels today. But as I thought about it, I was like, okay. Eerie Travels is... No, let me just preface by saying this. I enjoy doing Eerie Travels. I hope you guys like it too. I really like to immerse myself into it. It kind of feels like we really are taking a flight somewhere. But I call an audible because I think that I think we've been really enjoying playing Sinister, and I think we're getting close to the end. And so I was like, well, if we don't see how far we can get today, it's going to be weeks before we can pick it up again, because next Friday, it's quiz night.
Okay.
And then I was like, okay. And then the week after is going to be, more of the focus on Monsters Ball and whatever supports that. So then I was like, so we'd be looking at, 3 weeks. We'd be looking at March before we... What's wrong? What, Aaron? Well, monsters have balls. Look at how many stands.
Don't miss.
I mean, we
Monster
learned
balls.
we learned back in the 80s that Wolfman's got nards.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, but what we're doing tonight is it's got a couple of little bit of news to blow through, but we're gonna do Monsters Ball tonight because I thought Norman Osborn versus Caleb from Buffy. I think that's a good matchup. I think we can get some mileage out of that, and then we'll see how far we get with Sinister, and then call it a night.
Okie dokie.
Cool. Blow through those balls.
All right. With that said, I want to share this first. Actually, I think I'm gonna show this one first. Who doesn't like a good fight? So I caught this a couple of days ago, right? And I just saw I haven't watched the video at all. All right.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Woo!
hey, well, I like that. Stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Being at the bottom of the dog pile always sucks.
Oh yeah.
Can't breathe, can't move.
There it goes.
I wish she throwing something at him.
Hey, I may have lost my money, but this is worth my money.
I may have lost my money.
She seems like a spicy Latina. I don't know, Clue. Seems like exactly the kind of distraction they could use.
I don't know, man. I'm getting some kind of fatigue from this. I'm just not sure what it is.
All right, so I'm wondering, fists and poker chips flew when a wild brawl broke out at the Hard Rock Casino in Bakersfield, California. Okay, with one person stabbed. Wow, somebody got stabbed. But the
Told you
question
she was
is,
a spicy
Okay.
Latina.
what were they fighting about? The combatants kept piling in, so just more people got into it. Woman ended up at the bottom. I
Maybe it was
mean,
something in the water.
alcohol and losing your money. Alcohol and poker chips. Um, Police found the stabbing victim who had moderate injuries and was treated at the local hospital. Okay. Stabbing suspects have fled by the time the officers arrived, but investigators eventually tracked down and arrested them about 40 miles away. Man, they were looking for them.
So
Yeah.
But it
what
doesn't
I'm
say what caused it.
what I'm inferring about the stab victim is that police found the stab victim at the hospital, like so they weren't
No.
stabbed badly enough to not get help.
Police responded to the scene and found this. No, they found the stabbing victim at the casino.
Ah,
Had
fair
moderate injuries and was treated at a local hospital.
enough. Yeah, fair enough. I
And
mean,
nobody knows what started the fight.
in a brawl like
You're
that, like,
doing that.
TV makes it
Battle.
seem a lot more plausible, but generally speaking, in a brawl like that, you're more likely to get a flesh wound than you are to get like a gut stab. Like you can get a gut
Yeah.
stab. It can happen.
It's a
I'm just
flesh
saying, but,
wound.
like when people flailing around like that and shit, like I mean, odds are you probably not. It's probably not going to be that serious as far as stabbings go. I mean, stabbings
It
are all
probably
serious,
wasn't
but
intentional. I'm betting
yeah.
that it wasn't intentional. That person was probably in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, I mean, somebody could have had their
Maybe.
keys in their hand and they fell on them or whatever. It's
Yeah.
All
right. Second one. I don't know if you guys heard about this. Why did it do that? I wasn't supposed to do that. So this yoga instructor, she quit because her company she put an anti-ice sign up outside the business window. Now she doesn't own the business; she's an employee. The company found out. The corporate office called in and made her take the sign down because they said, "Hey, we're not getting involved in any of that stuff. We're just gonna just do your job and just stay out of that mess." Well, the lady quit because she was pissed off that they made her take the sign down. And then a crowd of Karens surrounded the other two employees who had nothing to do with it and started screaming at them and was videotaping them. And one of them was threatening them and cussing them out and was basically telling her like, "You better, you better explain yourselves. We're giving our hard-earned money and we're demanding action. We're not saying." And one of the employees was like, "Hey, look." We understand, we're here with you guys. We just try to do our job." And they were like, "We don't give a F. You want action." And they were like, "Hey, it's not the company's position to get involved in that stuff. They just, well, we're giving our money and da 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 da." Here it is. My teacher was basically like, "I really care about all of you, and I have to walk away because this place is no longer aligns with my values." Well, you don't own that company. Who the hell are you? What are you doing putting up signs like that could affect their? You don't own that business. So they're pissed off that their beloved doctor quit. I mean, that their beloved instructor quit. Um, she should have been walked off out the door at the moment she did that, and should not have been given. See, she picked her spot, and she decided to virtue signal. If I were the company, if this turned into an issue, I would sue that lady, because you quit and you leave. You don't quit and then make some grand speech, because she basically
Yeah.
almost decided a riot with what she did. These other two employees that had nothing to do about it, had nothing to do with it. They were literally surrounded by like 30 women. Half of them was ready to jump. Now this doesn't have the video, but I saw the video. About half the women there were ready to jump on these two
What-
ladies, like they were the ones that made that girl take the sign down.
What's so funny, Aaron?
Speak. Ugh,
Women. Ugh.
women.
Aaron's.
Aaron.
Pretty good, man. That's pretty good. I don't know, man. This is
This is silly.
like you get a gaggle of early dressed bitches in one place, and sooner or later something's gonna blow up.
Yeah. Here's what the main one that was filming it. "Give us answers. Let's go. Say it out loud for the camera for all my viewers," Anderson said to the visibly rattled blonde woman behind the desk. "Let's hear it. Why are you being silent? Let's hear it, Delaney," Anderson said, interrupting the woman as she tried to respond. "Loud and proud, baby. You want to say it. Let's effing say it. Why? Let's go. It's an and a well. You should have well rehearsed corporate action and words ready to go,"
Okay,
Anderson continued.
so in
Let's
a
hear
polite
the
society,
GD answer, Samuel.
well, in a polite society, you stop talking long enough for the person to at least attempt to answer.
Well, this
You
is
know,
Karen, so
like
I'm gonna
shit,
show you what she looks
didn't
like
want
too.
she didn't want the answer. She just wanted the fucking clicks, man.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Yeah, and then check this out. And then Delaney said she was taking a pause, which caused Anderson to erupt in anger again. "No, don't take a pause. Come on, you came here to silence teachers. I've never been your effing. I've never seen your effing face in my 10 years of practicing at the studio. Don't take a pause. Be loud with core power. Corporate's answers. Let's effing go. What do you got to say? Louder, Delaney. For us in the back," she yelled. "Why are you having one of our best teachers quit?" So later, Anderson asked if the teacher sign was going to be put back up. "We don't want to chat. We want action. Is that the ask?" the brunette staffer asked the crowd. The crowd responded, "Yes." A Core Power spokesperson told the Daily Mail that the anti-ice sign the instructor put up was removed because it hadn't been reviewed by management or corporate leaders. It was quickly replaced with a sign that said federal law enforcement could only enter the studio with a valid judicial warrant. Um, ICE officials do not need a warrant to to go after illegals. Now, private property as well. It's a gray area. And people, and this is the other thing. I have friends that are police officers. My uncle was a police captain, and I'm going to tell you why they can pretty much wipe their behind with that sign. If if ICE or any police is chasing a suspect and the suspect runs into that studio, they absolutely can run in there and apprehend them. They can run if they see them running into your house. They
Mhm.
can literally run into your house and grab them because they could run into your house, shut the door, and take you hostage. There's certain situations where the police can enter they can enter your home. If
Yeah.
you own a home and they've got a warrant, if they enter your home, if you own a home and somebody, say a friend is visiting, and the police come knocking on your door, if your friend opens the door and lets them in, there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's the same over here as well.
You can fight it later in court if the person doesn't own the house and invited them in, but all they really require is what they call reasonable suspicion, which is provided by like probable cause. Like if they think that they heard someone scream inside, they can come right in.
Yeah, and that's the other thing too, where corporate power, and I think they just put it up just to shut these ladies up. Here's the thing: is that it's private property that's open to the public. That's the gray area. You can't. So if they go in there, if they know that somebody is an illegal alien is in there, they don't need a warrant to go in there and arrest that person.
Right.
Because it's a private establishment, it's open to the public. You can't help when you have a business, you can't have it both ways like that.
Yeah, I mean, like if it was a private residence and they merely suspect that an illegal is on presence, they actually do have to get a warrant because otherwise it's a violation of the Fourth Amendment. But
right,
but in a public establishment, no, they don't. They don't have to ask shit. All they have to come in is show you their badge, and you were legally obliged to comply.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, they
just want to do yoga.
The bottom line is so there were some people that were there that weren't a part of it, but the company suspended majority of the women who were out there. They suspended them for 90 days, and the main Karen that was intimidating and bullying them, they banned her from all their studios. And if you want to know what she looks like, there she is.
Yeah, I didn't need to see that.
Yeah, I know. That's why I showed it to you.
That's
okay now.
To borrow a line from Willie from the groundskeeper Willie from The Simpsons. That's going to replace the whale in my nightmares.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
I'd like to apologize on behalf of all the Karens. That's it. So sorry.
Would you rather have her living with you or a cat?
I'll keep my cat. Thanks.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, she's all sweaty from the workouts and shit, and that's probably a bad fucking angle. But like,
so Sam, it don't matter. It don't
not
matter
a good side.
Her face is still a bad angle.
I'm just saying, dead on, maybe not the way to go here.
Now, Sam, would you rather live with her or the cat? Well, I guess you could put a paper bag over her head and screw her. It's not like
I mean, you're going to end up with the same fucking noises either way.
Sorry, you're
just going to be yowling.
Likely to screw. Okay, I'm not going to go there.
Yeah.
You walked into that one, but I'm gonna give you a break. But yeah, so I highly doubt that she is worried about that. She probably went to another yoga studio, and of course, she hasn't learned her lesson. She'll be in there threatening somebody soon enough.
Oh yeah, that's what they do.
Yeah. Now here's the entertainment part, and I'm sure you guys heard about this.
Yeah.
So, Aaron, Dean Cain was disinvited from GalaxyCon because of his personal beliefs, and the lady who addressed it said that even though she has a soft spot for Dean Cain because he mailed her an autographed photo of himself when she was 10 years old. So I guess celebrities would do that. But
Superman.
She decided that his personal beliefs do not align with those of GalaxyCon because he's a conservative.
Yeah. I know there was like controversy around him not too long ago because he joined ICE.
Yeah, he joined ICE.
Well, he's also he's also a sheriff's deputy, like for real, where he lives.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
And he has been for years.
He's an actual real Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, just like Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal has been a reserve police officer for years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know if he still does it, but I know he was.
Yeah. So
Sam.
Okay.
Oh.
He's muted.
Oh.
There you go.
My
there we go.
Shit fell out. Anyway, This isn't the first time he's been slighted for being in like fan and comic book and fandom related places either. There was you guys remember about 6-7 years ago, there was that photograph that went around with all of the living actors who had played Superman, and Dean
I don't
Cain
even think it was that long ago.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Dean wasn't in it. Thing is, he was in the original photograph. He's actually in the original photograph. They cropped him out.
Somebody edited him out.
Yeah. You know,
well,
so
unbelievable.
I agree with what Eric July said in a video concerning this. He was like, you know, those of us who have common sense, he was like, the leftists have completely taken over those industries, and they're not gonna. If you don't walk in lockstep with them, they're not gonna push your stuff. They're not gonna. The best thing that we could do is create our own alternate industry, which is already happening. It's been happening. You know,
he still did the comic books. Is he still doing the comic books?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. But you look at this
big
Sunday.
time.
You look at this Sunday. The Super Bowl's coming. You know, everybody's pissed off at that bad bozo, as I like to call him. Him, pandering to the LGBTQ, and that's pretty much what he's making his Super Bowl halftime show about. Well, people are talking about they're going to watch the alternate, the show that Turning Point USA is going to be doing. So, and what was the NFL going to do? They had already signed a contract with this dude, and I think they thought that people weren't going to care about it. And when they realized, oh shoot, people are pissed that we invited this guy, and then he got online, started running his mouth, giving everybody the middle finger. Well, you've signed him to a contract. They've probably already paid him, so you're stuck with him. Where are you going to find another halftime show artist? You're stuck with him, and he knew it. So instead of him shutting his mouth, and helping the NFL, he goes out there and starts running his mouth again. So people are like, okay, well, the only audience that you're going to have are the people that's stuck there, because you've got a captive audience as far as those who will be at the Super Bowl. Everybody else, no, we're going to go watch the Turning USA halftime show.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to watch any of that stuff, I'm gonna do something else entirely, because I always do on Super Bowl Sunday. So
you don't go get a cat?
No, I'm just gonna probably hole up and shut away the world, and anybody knocks on my door is probably gonna get shot.
You do that every day.
Nice.
Yeah, but especially on Super Bowl Sunday, because I can't stand that shit.
Why? What did it do to you?
I just don't. Football's boring, man. American football, it's really, really, really boring. I do not care about American football.
It's gay rugby.
It's 22 guys in tight pants playing grab ass for 4 hours and taking their sweet time doing it.
Well, I played football in high school and in junior high, and that's definitely not what it is. It is a very painful sport.
I'm sure it is if you're a player. I'm not a player. I'd be a spectator.
It's nice that you come out of the closet there, Larry. That's wonderful. We all support you.
Yeah.
No, you don't. You didn't support Dean Cain either. That's why this happened to him.
Well, like I said, it's not the first time that he knows this. He knows he's going to be on the one side of everything, because he knows that the entire industry. This is why he's mostly doing shit for privately owned conservative studios now, right? Like I think he did something with Kevin Sorbo's studio not too long ago.
We got R2. R2's here.
Hey, R2, good to see you. But so he's
hold on, Sam, before you move on. Hey, R2, we're next Friday is quiz night if you want to join. There you go. Please continue, Sam.
I might have done that privately, but okay. But he knows what he's gotten into, and he knows exactly what happens when you speak up, and he's aware of this, and he's prepared for it. And I mean, that sucks for some of the fans who wanted to see him. It does, and he understands that. I'm sure he's not super happy about it, but he gets it. He understands that they're not going to allow him to play in the same sandbox anymore.
Yeah, but you know what though? It's the funny thing about that. When you look at the state of Hollywood and how people are just mocking and laughing at these idiots, I mean the phrase, Hollywood megastar and all that. those days are gone. Those days are gone. And every time, quote unquote celebrities, every time they run their mouth, most people just want them to shut up now. Only the truly stupid are just listening to them and doing whatever they say at this point.
Mm-hmm. Look, I happen to agree with you, but the problem is that whole industry is inundated with the truly stupid. They're flooded it.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you don't gatekeep.
Speaking of that, Billie Eilish.
I don't care about this bitch at all. Ugh.
Well, I'll tell you what.
This would be next level retarded.
That Indian tribe don't care about them either. They just want her off their land.
Yeah, the whole thing's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
You would think she learned a lesson. You would think that she would learn the lesson that Ben and Jerry's learned a few years ago. Remember that, Sam? It was like 4th of July, like 2 or 3 years ago, when they decided to virtue signal to people. And they're talking about, we need to get back these stolen land, and then this Indian tribes came along.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah, we're glad that you're saying that, Ben and Jerry's, because your corporate office is sitting on our land, which was stolen from us. We'd like it back, please.
Yeah. Which they didn't end up giving it back. So
no, they went radio silent.
They didn't do shit.
You would think that Billie Eilish, as I like to call her, she would learn her lesson. And there were multiple stories that came out. I know there was a reporter that showed up at her front door, literally showed up at her front door and tried to move in, because he was like, hey, if nobody's illegal on stolen land and we should be, then that means that you should open the door and let me move in. And then and she wouldn't come out of her house. And then yesterday she did come out, and she basically got chased down the street. Like she had to run into a store because people were following her and asking her questions. They were like, hey, are you going to give this Indian tribe back their land? They want your land. And then some law firm went on Twitter and offered to represent them for free. It's they're the number one law firm for evictions, and they offered to represent that tribe for free. Yeah. They offered to represent that tribe for free to kick her out of that home.
You know what's really funny about that too? I mean, as long as we're talking about this stupid bitch,
tell us how you really feel about her.
She has three security walls around the perimeter of her property and armed security 24/7. I don't think she believes in open borders like she says she believes in open borders.
Nope. Same hypocrisy every time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like that. You remember when they were shipping all those illegals from like Florida and Texas over to Martha's Vineyard?
Yeah.
It's like, well, you guys want them in here so much. Why don't you put them up in your backyard? And they just quietly just started fucking shipping them back.
Yeah.
Same shit, different.
Ridiculous.
Day, like they never learn. They aren't interested in doing any of the things that they want us plebs to do. And actually I don't even think they care that much about the plebs doing it. It isn't about like, oh, you got to do exactly what we say. It's about, I don't know what it's about. It's fucking retarded. The whole thing's retarded. Not one of them has a goddamn brain cell in their head. Ricky Gervais was 100% right when they have less schooling between all of them than Greta Thunberg does.
Yeah.
Fucking morons. And this Eilish bitch, man, she made it rich when she was like 15 years old, right? I guarantee she's uneducated.
I mean, it's got to be a very surface level education at best.
Well, that's for us, for here in the States, that's the beginning of high school, right? Secondary school.
Yeah.
Hey, can you hear me?
Can now.
Okay. What about now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's a little bit muffled and distant, but yeah.
Okay. Well, it's because I'm using my my microphone, but I guess it doesn't want to work right. But no, look, of course I've never met Billie Eilish, but when you look at the look in that woman's eyes, and you can tell something's off about her. Something's off about her.
She's hot.
Yeah.
She's got that completely dead stare to her eyes.
Yeah, she's got that sociopathic stare in her eyes.
Yeah.
Because she's high.
Probably. Yeah.
No. You guys remember, like even last year she goes, she does a show in Ireland. She says it's really nice to be, in a place where everybody looks like me because I'm Irish, and all she was, and to her credit and to be fair, all she was saying was, like I can see basically where my ancestors come from, and this is a cool thing for me. That's really the whole sentiment, right? But everybody was just like, oh my God, you're such a racist. And so what this is, this whole thing here, all this is her trying to fucking recover the ground she lost when she said that. That's it.
Yeah.
So I should call her Billy Irish from now on.
I mean, I guess. I don't know.
Damn it.
Billy Irish.
No. But no, she's young, she's dumb. She wrote a couple of hit tunes and made a bunch of money when she was way too young to know what to do with it. And the machine's gonna grind her up, same as it does everybody else who makes big.
Well, she knew to invest $15 million into a mansion in Malibu. That was smart.
Mm-hmm.
She at least listened to somebody's advice about that.
Yeah, well, that only did like she's rich enough to afford it for sure, but I don't know, man. She's a fucking moron, and that doesn't mean that she was smart enough to do it. That just means that her manager was smart enough to do it for her.
Yeah,
that's what I just.
And her accountant.
That's what I was saying. At least she was smart enough to listen to somebody who was smart enough to tell her to do it.
Yeah, or maybe she didn't listen to him. Maybe they said this is a bad investment, and she went and did it anyway.
She goes, "Okay, you're not gonna tell me what to do. I'm Billy Eyelash. I'm Billy Irish."
Buffalo Billy
Irish eyelash.
Buffalo Billy Eilish. She does sort of look like she's wearing a skin suit, huh?
She does.
Goodbye, horses.
Right?
Especially that photo.
Cover to happen, Billy.
Especially that photo that they got of her yesterday when she finally came out and her hair was up, no makeup on. I was like, "Where's your neck?" Like I just saw chin.
She's sort of like Florence Pugh if you smashed her in the face a bunch of times.
No.
Florence Pugh's body is kind of weird.
Yeah, no, that woman's got no neck either, right? She's very pretty, but she has no neck whatsoever.
Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me.
You know what? It's just funny is so I was watching a YouTuber. I was in the chat yesterday. And this comment actually got me in trouble with my wife. My wife just looked at me, shook her head, and was like, "That's messed up," and just walked off. And they were talking about the new the Mortal Kombat 2 movie that's coming out, and how they cast Carl Urban as Johnny Cage. And I was like, "Why in the hell would you do that?" But they're depicting Johnny Cage as an old, washed up actor. And I was like, that's not even canonically correct, because when he stopped acting, he became a part of a paramilitary force. So, he didn't look all old and run down. And so one of the ladies was like, "Yeah, no, he's looking way too old to be Johnny Cage." And the other lady was like, "No, he doesn't." And then I put in a chat, I was like, "No, so and so is right. There's dirt on the ground that looks younger than Carl Urban." And my wife.
Well, you're not wrong, but they're basically just taking the Johnny Cage from like Mortal Kombat 11, where he was fucking old and out of shape.
Yeah.
But they're leaving out all the special forces shit.
Well, he wasn't out of shape. I mean, he's definitely older. He just, just kind of. I guess he was out of fighting shape. No, you're right. Yeah. He was out of fighting shape. He was rusty.
There are a number of cutscenes where he's like catching his breath, where younger Johnny wouldn't have been, kind of thing.
Yeah, no, he was out of shape. No, I remember that. He was out of shape.
So, which, by the way, Mortal Kombat 11, worst fucking Mortal Kombat ever, story-wise. I haven't played one since then, so that was the one with Chronica where she went and reset the whole thing, and
I like that one.
Oh, I hated it so much.
But see, here's the thing though. Your tastes are kind of weird, man, because it's like your taste in video games is like your taste in movies. It's like you like the low budget slapstick. I'm not gonna say Tromaville, because Tromaville.
Yeti with a machete.
Yeah.
There you go, shitting on Troma now.
I mean,
Yeah,
has that
that's
come
why.
out
That's
yet?
why.
I need to find that out. Has Yeti with the Machete come out yet? Is that actually happening still, or was that just a teaser that we saw?
I don't know.
Because if it's gonna happen, I need to see that fucking movie. You kidding me? Like a Yeti sides with a bunch of fucking Indians, and he gets some machine guns and a big ass machete, and he goes up against fucking Nazis and Russians.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I want to see that shit.
He probably is BTK. He's thinking of Billy Irish.
Don't get me wrong. Look, I liked Mortal Kombat 11 gameplay wise. The story I didn't care for at all. I thought Chronica was a dumb addition. I thought the fact that they had to go back and like basically reboot the entire fucking franchise's lore for a younger audience or whatever was retarded. I didn't really appreciate the fact that all the titties were covered up. You know,
It was a damn
Well, you
tragedy.
know what? The DLC saved it. So the DLC saved that game. The DLC was great.
hey,
The DLC storyline was great.
Blindy, you shut your mouth. That game is awesome.
Yep, absolutely. Fucking heretic.
But yeah, it's I don't know. Just can we be done with Billie Eilish like as a people, as a society, please?
Yeah,
Sure.
I'll second that.
You know, kind of
Wait a
forget
minute,
that
Sam.
this ever happened.
What are you suggesting? You're starting to sound like Hakeem Jeffries. Sounds like you talking about she needs to be put on ice permanently.
I didn't say we need to do anything to her. We just need to stop paying attention to her.
It just turns out that she actually was the bad guy all along.
Holy shit, that is the worst song ever.
Yeah.
But she redeemed herself by singing the 007 theme for No Time to Die.
Okay.
Fool me once, fool me twice, blah 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 blah.
Wasn't No Time
it
to
wouldn't
Die
surprise me if those were the actual lyrics.
Wasn't No Time to Die the one where they cut Daniel Craig's Bond's balls off, handed him to a sharp young black woman?
Yeah, he retired. Yeah, he was retired as 007. But I mean, in that plot line was stupid because the movie was still about him. So it was like, why other than them wanting a virtue signal.
Kind of pointless.
And the movie movie really wasn't good. I did not enjoy it. But honestly, I didn't enjoy Daniel Craig as 007. I was like, you go from Pierce Brosnan and you go from the Sean Connery, the guys before him, and you replace him with somebody who's basically like just a militant mutant. Like there's no charm or nothing. Girls. I wouldn't believe a woman throwing themselves at him. I wouldn't believe
I totally agree. I don't
he looked more like a Bond villain, not Bond.
I don't even like the idea of a blonde Bond either. That's not the character.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Not a fan.
You want to see a good, fun, entertaining performance with Daniel Craig? It's got absolutely nothing to do with James Bond. First of all, it's
Star
not
Wars.
Cowboys and Aliens because that movie sucks.
Star Wars.
I wasn't. Well, he's in a fucking helmet and he's only got like 3 seconds of screen time, man.
Exactly.
No. Little known fact.
And that movie sucks too.
Well, hold on. Little known fact.
Yeah.
When he did that scene, the reason why it was so quick is he was filming. I believe it was No Time to Die that he was in the middle of filming. He literally ran from the studio over and put that suit on, filmed those couple of seconds, and went back to filming it.
Yeah, I mean, however you got to get your paycheck, I guess. But no, watch a movie called Logan the Lucky with Adam Driver and Channing Tatum.
Dude, you want to see something hilarious? I saw. I think you were on that day, or it might have been you or Devil. But Clifton showed a video of some European group singing some stupid song, and it had this half-naked dancer in the back. He had nothing on but some boxers and some boots, and he was dancing funny and stupid. Couldn't find out it's Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
He had like baby.
No, it was Jason Statham.
No, that's right. You're right. I'm sorry. It wasn't Daniel Craig. It was Jason Statham.
Yeah.
But he had had baby oil. I almost said Diddy oil. He had baby oil all over him.
Jesus. Yeah,
All right, you bastards. Now fuck off.
Here's my tutu.
I'm wearing boots and fuck all else. Now fuck off, you slags.
Fucking, but seriously, go watch Logan Lucky. It's a heist film. Takes place in West Virginia. The whole thing is revolves around a couple of brothers who were broken down on their luck and trying to get up some money. So they go and they hook up with a bunch of other horrible criminal guys, including Daniel Craig, who specializes in blowing shit up and has the wildest Southern accent in this movie. Yeah, it's a very entertaining film. All takes place around like NASCAR and shit. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so it's so that he does a Southern American accent?
Yes.
Wow.
And it's weird, but it's very entertaining.
Yeah, the very concept sounds fucking bizarre.
He also speaks in the upper register the whole time, so his like voice is way higher than it usually is.
Like a bad Southern accent.
What is that?
It's okay. It wasn't the worst.
What's R2 talking about?
If baby oil isn't titty oil, then what is titty oil? I mean, you put the baby oil on the titties, and then it becomes titty oil, I suppose.
It puts the oil on the titty.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
Oh man!
Oh no, we're terrible.
Did you see that?
Can you imagine it? Where's Amira, dude? Can you imagine? Poor thing.
Right.
She's been busy, man. She hasn't even streamed in like, I think it's been like 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah, I think it's been like 2 weeks.
And I missed the last one she did because it was moved back to like Sunday or Monday. So I missed it. So it's been like 3-4 weeks for me.
Yeah, she moved it to Sunday and then she did it like the next day. But she was gonna do it last week and then she didn't do it, and then she was gonna do it this week. And she'd actually messaged me. She'd messaged me, she was like, hey, let's go on. And I was like, okay. And then I messaged her and she was like, yeah, I know, we'll just do it tomorrow. Like as I was texting her, she actually messaged me and she was like, I know you're texting me right now, we'll just do it tomorrow. I was like, whoa. How did she know I was texting her? And then the next day, which was Tuesday, I got sick. I got like a 24-hour cold and she just never came on. So but I know she had a lot of cases and stuff going on.
Yeah.
So I think she's just up.
Well, I mean, she's known both of us for.
Oh,
she's known both of us for a long time, man. She also knows how we think.
Yeah.
So,
but the timing was
knew you were
impeccable.
texting her.
But the timing was impeccable.
Yeah.
That's what I was laughing about. I was like,
I'm trying to find this video that I saw earlier this week.
yeah, Aaron, she was hunting.
It ties right into the whole lotion skin thing that was just fucking hilarious. I might not have saved it though, but I'm looking for it. I'll put it in a private chat if I find it.
All right. Well, while you're doing that,
I found it.
Okay. Let's see it.
Yeah, if you want to.
Or can you not?
I can't play video hardly for shit, man.
Here, hold on, maybe I should do it. Oh boy. Okay, hold on.
It's not very long, but it's very funny. And we might get hit for it, but I kind of don't care.
Hold on, no, I'll do it. Shoot, if you're not worried about that, there's a video I can show you. This guy getting beat up to some weird music.
I kind of don't care in relation to this video.
He's like, yeah, as long as it's the video I want to show, that's fine. Let's see. Okay. Wait, just pause that right quick. All righty. Here we go.
It rubs the lotion on its skin.
Oh no.
It rubs the lotion on its skin.
Oh yeah.
It gets the hose again. Silky smooth. Yes! Precious! Buffalo Bill's body lotion.
Delightful.
Lotion in the basket.
I fucking love this thing, man. Like, I don't usually go in for AI stuff because, frankly, I think it's taking over and it's going to be a very, very bad thing very shortly. But
no, it's just no. Tech companies are starting to push. They're pushing back on it.
It's too late. It's out on its own now, man.
Well,
yeah, it's done. It's going to take over everything.
Hold on. It's always been around. I mean, look, you're not going to get rid of it, but they're now realizing, okay, people, we've been using that excuse to fire people, but AI has been around for a lot longer than people think.
Oh, I know. It's been around for quite some time, but the current stuff is evolving on its own now.
Of course it is. It's not going anywhere, Sam, just like cats.
Yeah. So normally, what my point is normally I don't go in for a whole lot of AI video stuff lately these days, but that one caught my eye and it was just catchy as all get out, man.
Makes me want to get thrown in a well.
Right? Right?
You know?
Makes me want to walk up to a random chick and be like, "Hey, you're about a size 14."
The hose again.
Imagine coming across a woman and just saying, "You know what? You make me want to feel like I should tuck my dick in between my legs."
Man, this is a long one. Okay, so I didn't know. Apparently, Norman Osborn moonlit as Spider-Man at one point, which makes sense because he moonlit as I think he was the fake Captain America too at one point.
Yeah,
but Aaron, I don't know if you're familiar with who Norman Osborn is, but he is the Green Goblin in the Spider-Man comics.
Most of the time,
okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes he's dead too, and sometimes the Green Goblin is his son Harry, and occasionally it's this other random asshole who just found one of his labs. It's a whole. There's a lot. There's like 60 years of history there, but he was also, if you recall, although they co-opted this for Rhodey's character in Iron Man 3, but Norman Osborn was the Iron Patriot during the Dark Reign storyline.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
Hammer. That's what Hammer was about. It was there. It was his version of the event. It's his version of I guess either Shield or the his version of Shield, and then you had the Dark Avengers.
Well, there was Shield, and there was, like, as far as government entities go, because Hammer was a government-funded entity. The Thunderbolts were a bunch of villains who were working for the government, sort of like Task Force X in DC,
right? Or like the Suicide Squad.
That is Task Force X.
Yeah.
And then you had, but initially you had Shield and you had Sword, and Sword dealt with like cosmic stuff, and Shield dealt with stuff that was threats on Earth, kind of thing. But Hammer came out during Dark Reign when Norman Osborn basically got appointed head of Homeland Security, and revealed
how they were giving this man all this power.
I mean, he's crazy, but he's not stupid. You know, he's a genius level scientist. You know, he's also a super soldier in his own right. He took a serum of his own devising. That's why he can fight Spider-Man. It's because he actually does have superpowers. He's insanely durable, insanely strong. The problem is that his version of that serum made him crazy too.
Yeah. Hey, and speaking of that, William Dafoe played that part to a T.
Okay, that's who Norman is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies, yes.
Okay. So I'm not familiar with these characters, but I do vaguely remember that movie. Okay.
Right. So, and he is also, if you go all the way back to the initial Amazing Spider-Man run right after Amazing Fantasy 15, when Spider-Man got his own stuff, in the first like 12 issues, there's this shadowy dude that you never see the face of until like the end of that first 12 issues. But he's always pulling the strings behind the scenes and all that stuff. He's just kind of egging the villains on and all that. And it turns out that was Norman before he became the Green Goblin.
Okay.
Like he's been around since the first issue of Amazing Spider-Man #1 in 1963. He just wasn't.
Yeah.
He was just a shadowy silhouette in that. But the character's been around as long as Spider-Man has.
I'll bet he was Dr. Claw and Inspector Gadget too.
I mean, he's essentially Spider-Man's Joker, right?
Yeah.
You know, like he's the perfect foil to him. He's his arch nemesis. I mean, Spider-Man says, "Oh yeah, this is my arch nemesis this week," but in reality, Green Goblin is the arch nemesis.
Well, you know, yeah. I was about to say Venom, but no. That Carnage is just a nightmare.
Carnage is everybody's problem, kind of like furries and gingers. and he kind of is both.
Well, technically, I mean, Carnage is red.
Literally.
Well, yeah, but Cletus Cassidy is also a ginger, the original host of Carnage, of the symbiote.
Yeah. I'm the serial killer, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Aaron, have you ever seen Carnage?
No. Is this another Spider-Man movie?
No. It's one of his nemesis.
Now he is in the second Venom
like
movie.
that smoke-looking version? Okay, yeah. I'm familiar, but I've never watched any movie or show with him in it.
Fun fact, very briefly, about 10 years ago, Norman Osborn also was convinced he was Cletus Cassidy and wore a version of the Carnage symbiote.
Yep.
Well, chances are like this.
Wasn't it called like the Red Goblin or something like that?
Well, chances are he needs to see a
sort
dentist like this guy does.
Yeah.
Cletus or whatever his dang name is.
But now he really believed that he was Cletus, though. Like his brain broke. It was a whole thing. This was around the whole King in Black stuff where Null showed up and fucked up everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll let you know right now, like outside of like X-Men from the 90s, the cartoon, I never got into Marvel until MCU started. And then I was only into that for like the first 2 or 3 phases.
Mm-hmm.
No worries, Aaron. A lot of people
I think
go
that's
back that far. You know what I mean?
That's true for a lot of people, I think.
Do I know he's something of? Yeah. Yes. In fact, I do know that he said it in 2 different movies. You know, I'm something of a scientist myself. Yeah, Willem Dafoe was a great fucking choice to play Norman.
Sure was.
You know, he was. I think he hammed up a lot of the crazy shit, and they really kind of leaned into a split personality that actually isn't there in the comics, but because you can't.
Well, it's a good way of
crazy asshole.
It's a good way of theatrically portraying his insanity.
Yeah,
plus, it's Willem Dafoe. He's such a great actor.
Oh no, he played it perfectly. He was the absolute perfect cast for that, especially the way that they wrote it for those movies. They just wrote Norman a little different for those movies than he actually is in the comics, or at least was.
Yeah.
Prior to that, but he is insane, but he is lucid enough that his plans. He's one of those villains whose evil plans nearly succeed because he's very smart.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the Sinister Six, that was all him. He was the one who brought them together initially, and he wasn't even actually a member of the original lineup. He was just the guy behind the scenes pulling the strings.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I could tell that he's your favorite Marvel villain.
He's not actually, but he's a really good character and a really good villain.
Wait a minute.
He's very compelling.
If he's not, then
Hi, Sherry.
who is your
Hey,
favorite?
Sherry.
My favorite Marvel villain ever, out of all of them.
It's a tough one.
Probably Apocalypse.
I thought you were going to say Doctor Doom.
No, I like Doctor Doom too. He's very cool. He's also one of the old school villains. He's been around for a long time. But I think probably Apocalypse.
Well, you know, it's funny. it's funny that you mentioned Apocalypse as being your favorite because you know who my favorite is. My favorite is the man that Apocalypse made, which is
Mr.
Mr.
Sinister?
Sinister.
Yeah, he's a good one too.
God damn it! That's exactly what I was gonna say.
He's a very good villain.
Yeah, I fucking love Mr. Sinister.
Basically,
Mr.
mutant Joseph
Sinister.
Mengele.
Yeah, yeah.
He's
pretty
only
much.
referenced in the movies twice, by the way. Once in Deadpool 2 when they were talking about Essex House, which is where they're housing all those
Yep.
young mutants at. And the other time, I think at the end of X-Men X2, X-Men United, there's a brief scene in the credits where it just shows a briefcase get closed.
The
and it has the
briefcase
word
that says
Essex on it.
Essex Corporation. Yeah.
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 And they even fucked his character up a few years ago when they had multiple versions of Mr. Sinister. And
Oh yeah,
the
there's a
diamond
female
in his
version. There's a
in his
female
forehead. Oh no, it's worse than that. The diamond in his forehead was just representative of the symbol of a card. So there was one with a club and a heart. It was stupid as fuck.
That has nothing to do with that diamond has nothing to do with fucking card suites.
Yes,
Suits.
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh, that's fucking retarded, man. I'm so glad I stopped reading comics like fucking 15 years ago.
Yeah, because they're dumb as fuck now.
Oh, that's because the wrong people have their hands on it and they just actively ruined it.
I mean, this is the guy. This is the reason that fucking Cable. This guy's the reason Cable exists. He's the reason that Nathan Gray from the alternate Age of Apocalypse timeline exists. You know, because
like half of the
Madeline
Summers
Pryor.
family exists because of this man. Easy.
You talk about an evil scientist. This guy.
Yeah, like I said, he's the Joseph Mengele of Marvel. You know, he's always dicking around and playing around with people's DNA and shit, and he's been doing it since the 1800s because he's functionally immortal on account of having worked for Apocalypse during that period of time. And Apocalypse didn't want him dying before he finished his work, so he basically made him unkillable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you can blow him into pieces and he'll just reconnect.
Yeah.
Is that Mr.
Jerry.
Sinister, the manager that my alter ego wants to have a talk with?
Probably.
Okay.
Wow, Sherry. Wow.
Wow.
Hey, she's not wrong.
No, she's not. She's not wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If that diamond was on his foreskin, he'd have a lot more to worry about than a deck of cards.
Yeah. No, I miss when they wrote characters who were worth fucking reading. You're right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so let's look at what the Green Goblin's got. So it's super strength. Well, first thing is the Goblin formula, which is the source of his strength. Chemical composition of the Goblin formula. Osborn gained the following abilities: super strength. He can easily overpower humans by lifting them up with one hand and hurling them around. He can also lift extremely heavy objects, crush and break through wood panels and templates, bend metal, and can punch through glass without gaining injury. As shown on many occasions, Osborn can match Spider-Man even before bonding with the Carnage symbiote. Now, here's the other thing too, and Aaron, I don't know if you know this, to give it some context. Spider-Man's strength varies depending on the writer. At one time, I've seen him struggle with the car. And then in another series, he lifted the Daily Bugle, the entire building.
That's pushing it, but yeah. And part of the problem
That was a bit silly. Yeah.
Like the description of his strength is the proportionate strength of a spider. So if a spider were as big as Peter Parker is, it would be insanely powerful, right? And they do make a point of pointing out that 99.9% of the time he is holding back no matter who the villain is, because he could pretty much destroy almost everybody he comes up against in the Marvel universe as far as physical strength goes. You know,
and they demonstrated that as well in a series called Superior Spider-Man,
right?
In which Dr. Octopus took over Peter's body.
But yeah.
People don't understand just how physically strong Spider-Man really is.
Yeah. So the only reason I bring that up about Spider-Man specifically is because I think that this wiki is downplaying how strong Norman is, because Norman is one of the few villains who can go toe to toe with Parker on his best day.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Hey, you want to
he's
hear?
also very strong.
Hey, you want to hear something funny? I had an Avengers comic where Spider-Man was
Have
doing
a
a
good night, Archie.
tryout and
Oh, good
he
night.
didn't pass it. Captain America of all people told Spider-Man that he said, "quote You did a great job, but you're not ready to face the kind of enemies that we face." And I'm like, Spider-Man can separate your head from your body with two of his fingers. And
Yeah.
you're telling this man that he's not strong enough to fight the villains that you face, and you can't even strength wise. Captain America can't even lace his boots.
Dude,
Bearing in mind, in the 60s as well, Spider-Man was placed among Thor and the Hulk as some of the strongest characters they had.
yeah, because he is. And that was it. There was another comic where the Avengers were given some bad information. Anyway, they were coming after Peter, and Peter was
Yeah.
trying to get a thing done to clear his name before all the bad shit could happen. But he had to get through the Avengers, and he humiliated them, including Captain Marvel and Thor.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, like Iron Man, I get like dude's just wearing a fucking mechanical suit,
Wearing a
but you know,
Mm.
and Cap's great and all, but honestly, Spider-Man's stronger than he is. He's faster than he is.
Yeah.
The
Not
only
And he's
reason,
comparable.
smarter.
yeah, the only reason that
Yeah.
he hasn't, you know, been in a position where he's had to take Steve down or put himself in that position is because he respects the hell out of him.
Yeah.
You know,
And Steve had
Spider-Man's
enough
supposed
sense
to have a
not to push.
genius level intellect.
Yeah, and Steve had enough sense not to pick a fight with him, but
Yeah.
yeah, Spider-Man's his that man's strength is his overall powers are vastly undervalued.
Yeah.
and again, it's because he doesn't want to kill anybody, even the bad guys. So he holds back a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like there's an issue a while back where Aunt May gets shot, right? And this is, of course, after
Yeah.
Amazing Spider-Man 400, where she dies of fucking old age, and then they brought her back again and again and again. But she gets shot by one of Kingpin's henchmen. Now, Kingpin is in prison at Rikers at the time, and he thinks nobody can get to him and all this stuff. And of course, Aunt May getting shot makes Peter lose his shit, so he
Right.
just walks into the prison, like straight through the guards, through the inmates, through all that stuff, right up to Kingpin, grabs him by the skin on his chest and lifts him up with one hand. And he was just like, I just want you to know I could kill you anytime I liked.
Yeah.
And Kingpin isn't fat. He is solid muscle. He is
Pure
massive.
muscle.
He's very,
Yeah.
very powerful, right? People don't fuck with him because he can and will take care of you himself. Generally speaking, even guys like Hammerhead, who were in Tombstone, were basically indestructible, don't fuck with Kingpin,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And Spider-Man comes in and he's just like, don't pull this shit again, because if anybody I care about ends up in the dirt on account of you, I will fucking end you. And I just proved that I could do it, and nobody can stop me.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know who else did something similar to that on the DC side is the Flash.
Yeah, well, the Flash can break reality, so
Yeah. He can rewrite it completely if he wanted to.
yeah,
But
and has.
Yes, multiple times.
But yeah, let's see. So Osborn, he can run and operate at superhuman speeds, operate and maintain his movements for up to a day without exhausting himself. Super durable, as we know. Now he can't. Now here's the thing: is okay. So he can be dropped off a building. He can take blunt force trauma and not have any problems, but a knife can hurt him. Okay.
Well, his skin's not invincible, but he is very, very tough.
Right. Well, man got impaled by his glider and with his own glider in the movie.
I mean, like I said, equal footing with Spider-Man. Spider-Man can get cut and shot too.
Yeah. So of course he's got the healing factor, super agility, super reflexes, indomitable will. The monks of the temple with no name described Norman as being someone with a strong will and spirit, which can explain how he is able to reach and see them. Gifted intelligence, so he's super smart. He's a great marksman, skilled combatant, and he can slang them webs when he's pretending to be Spider-Man. Post-traumatic stress disorder. I didn't know that. After being cleansed of the Green Goblin personality by Sin Eater, Norman begins to feel immense guilt for his past crimes. His guilt is so strong that he started seeing hallucinations of those he had hurt. Okay.
For a minute.
Yeah.
Like he got over it pretty quick.
Yeah. Now on the flip side of that, boom. Aaron, you remember this guy, right? You used to date him, didn't you?
Oh, Nathan Fillion Civilian Pavilion. That's a thing. Look it up.
I don't
Well,
want to.
yes, but I mean, Caleb, the character, you used to date Caleb, didn't you?
Did I? Maybe.
Or
I do. I
is this
do love
you?
him.
It
I
says
do look. I love
affiliation.
me some Mal Reynolds. If I'm being honest.
Well, here it says affiliation, and it says the first evil. So I'm wondering if that was you. I'm just kidding.
What?
Aaron's sitting over here going, "You can't take this guy from me." And meanwhile, Larry's talking about a guy who's like, "All dirty bitches need to die."
Thanks, Mal Reynolds.
Yeah, well, here goes. I know what you're thinking. Crazy preacher man spouting off about the whore of Babylon or some such. That ain't me. I'm not here to lecture you. What's the point? My words just curdle in your ears. You don't take in a thing. So much filth inside your head. Ain't no room for the words of truth.
This is right before he brands a girl with a cigarette lighter.
Yeah, he did. He cleansed her. Um, so he was a defrocked preacher and a misogynistic serial killer who served the first evil. We lost Abe. Okay.
No, he's fixing his nipple.
Okay, there you go. As his leading
Yeah.
enforcer during his crusade to end the Slayer line. In 2002, he was responsible for organizing the Harbinger of Death's systematic attacks on potential Slayers and Watchers worldwide. In Sunnydale, he sought the Slayer weapon M whatever, an artifact destined for for Buffy Summers to defeat him and the first plans.
So that is officially referred to as the scythe because the M is mu from the Greek alphabet, and the question mark is actually a shape, not a question mark from like ancient Scythia or some shit like that. I don't know. They get around it with some weird justification. I think they just couldn't figure out what to fucking call the thing.
I call it an axe.
Yeah, well, I mean, and in the show they call it a scythe because it cuts three ways.
Okay. Well, I could swing an axe three different ways and it'll cut three different ways. So, powers and abilities. So, he does have super strength, but it's tied to the first evil. So, it's like his powers are not permanent. He has to re-merge with the first evil to get another shot of it. You know, if
Kind of
that
like
makes
a Green Lantern.
yeah,
He's got to recharge once in a while. Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
He's super durable. So he does have his endurance bordered near invulnerability, but Buffy sliced him in half. Of course, she had that special weapon. Um, so he's a bit more. I would say he's a bit more durable than Norman Osborn is because she had to use a special weapon to do it, and with Norman, an ordinary knife or a bullet will do it. Um, and he pretty much he defeated the entire Scooby Gang and their large number of potentials. So I mean,
Mhm.
Norman can do the same thing. So that's not
Yeah,
saying
but
that
Norman would be smarter. He wouldn't just like stand there and be like, "All right, all you bitches come at me at once." He'd lure him into the trap and like throw a few pumpkin bombs in there or some shit. He wouldn't fucking necessarily.
Yeah, exactly. He's got bombs
Retorted.
and weapons and all kinds of shit.
Hey, speaking of what Sam said earlier, here's a quote from me. You were born dirty, born without a soul, born with that gaping maw that wants to open up and suck out a man's marrow. You make me puke to think too hard on it. Cable's view of women.
Yeah, he really does not like women, or he does like them too much. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
Right.
It's one of them.
Sadistic and misogynist. Yeah. So super strength. He's able to shatter solid concrete with his bare hands, snap people's necks with ease, and send an opponent flying dozens of feet with a single blow. Durability. Well, we know he's near invulnerable. Combat. Well, we've gone over that too. So now it begs to differ.
Well,
who
to be
wins.
fair, that single opponent he sent flying and knocked unconscious was Buffy. He punched her
Yeah.
one time, it threw her across the room, and she was out cold, which is, given that she has superpowers herself, is very, very durable. That kind of like showed how fucked everybody else in the room was.
Yeah.
You know, because this was I think the same raid where he snapped one chick's neck, broke another chick's arm clean in two, and then poked Xander's eye out with his thumb.
Yeah, that's right. That's why Xander had a patch. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's a rough customer. He's a rough customer, but he was sort of a last minute addition, you know, too. You know.
Yeah.
Well, Nathan did a great job. So who do you think wins?
Honestly, Norman wins because Caleb might be more strong, more like physically powerful in the moment, provided he's had a fresh charge. But Norman's always strong, and he's always calculating. He's always smart, and he's not going to step into an arena without setting some shit up first. He's sort of like evil Batman that way.
Okay.
Yeah. Or just Batman.
Right. Well, Abe, what's your take?
No, I agree for the same reasons. He's too smart. He's got too much technology. He's got similar powers physically. Yeah. Norman Osborn.
Yeah, all he's got to do, all Osborn's got to do is show that Caleb's not up to snuff, and the first will withdraw its protection, and then he's just a dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
So anyway, that's
I believe that Norman wins. I believe he wins. What about you, Aaron?
Well, I think Caleb wins, one, because Buffy is one of my favorite shows. And
yeah, you're not biased at all.
No, I'm not. It's just a fact.
I love Buffy
and
too.
He has the power
Pretty sure we all
of
do.
supernatural abilities. Now, I don't know anything about Norman, but according to what I just saw not too long ago, he has to inject himself with superpowers. Caleb just has supernatural friendships. So
yeah, but he did it one time. That was it.
Yeah, he got injected. He got injected once,
and he's been super
and that's what
ever
turned
since.
him into the Goblin.
Yeah, I don't care. Listen. You know, I'm going with Nate Fillion because I love him. Wins.
Okay, what might have made this fairer is maybe the Hobgoblin.
Which one? There are like 7 of them.
Yeah.
Or more specifically, the Demogoblin.
Okay.
Versus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Demogoblin is sort of a kind of version of the Hobgoblin, which is a spin-off of the Green Goblin, except it is wholly supernatural, straight out of hell. Its sole purpose is to find evil souls and consume them, and it rips them out of people with its hands.
Yeah.
And has supernatural versions of all of Norman's tricks.
Yep. Well,
but yeah, Norman.
What does Larry? What does ChatGPT have to say about who wins?
Funny you say that because I'm looking at it. Here's his conclusion. There's no official crossover stating that one would definitely beat the other. They're from 2 entirely different universes, but purely based on their canonical trails. Caleb is an outrageously strong supernatural bruiser. He can overpower slayers and vampires with his brutal hands-on strength. Norman Osborn is more balanced, superhuman strength plus high intelligence, gadgets, and combat strategy. So if you're comparing, a straight up fist fight, Caleb's durability and raw power would outmatch Norman at close quarters, which I believe it would. Just if they were just going at it with no plan, no anything, I think Caleb beats him. But in a strategic fight with prep,
Maybe.
range tech, yeah, Osborne's intellect and arsenal could give him an edge. But here's the thing: is that and now I got to think about this. Norman can do all the things in the world. Um, Caleb's power it comes from it comes when it doesn't just it's not like a blessing from the first. The first actually goes inside him and dwells inside him, like a evil.
Anima.
Well, no, because I don't want to say the Holy Spirit. I don't want to use the Holy Spirit as an example, but like an evil spirit that powers him up. If that thing
People.
decides, if that thing decides not to go anywhere, if it decides not to go anywhere, then Caleb's not going to run out of power. And if that's the case, Norman's in a lot of trouble, which I believe would be the case
I don't.
because the first evil leaves Caleb to go torture Buffy and all the others. But if they're fighting, he's got the edge. And if Norman doesn't have that axe or scythe or whatever it is, he's just wasting his time. So now that I think about it, I got to change my vote to Caleb. And if that's the case,
I'm not changing.
One of us.
I don't.
No.
I don't.
One
I don't
of
think there's
us.
any universe where Norman goes into any fight unprepared.
well, here's the thing
Yeah.
too that you have to also realize is that the first evil, of course, is a genius because it's been around forever. That thing, Caleb works for the first, and when the Caleb is powered up, the first is with him. It is guiding him. It is talking to him. So Norman is not just dealing with Caleb; he's also fighting the first evil too.
Caleb has also shown himself to be impetuous and to go off half cocked without instruction and been reprimanded
Yeah.
by the first for it.
Yes.
My bad
Yes.
boy.
You
Yeah,
know,
he's a bad boy.
and also,
So is Norman.
if you're just talking like strength and durability, then sure, but that's not all Osborn has on his side physically. He's also faster. He's been used to fighting guys as fast as Spider-Man, who can literally dodge bullets that he can't hear coming.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Automatically.
now we're assuming that Norman, of course, he can dodge him. Okay, fine. But we're assuming that Norman somehow. Now we've got to add in that Norman somehow has the scythe in his hands
Why? All you
because
got to
he's not
do is
going
wear him
to.
down. Because I get what you're saying about him being like, powered by the first and all that stuff, but that merging is not a constant thing. Right? He gets juiced up from the mergings and then they separate. Like, go watch the show again. It's a very temporary
Yeah.
thing. She's basically infusing him temporarily and has to do it again periodically, but
Yes, I
she's
know.
not actually dwelling inside him.
Yeah, but that's wishful thinking on my part.
And
Giggity.
that's all I'm saying is like all Norman's got to do is wear him down until he's weak.
He's
And he
just
will
got to be
get weak.
around on his glider and throw a few pumpkin bombs. He's done.
I mean, a couple of them are sort of semi-nuclear.
Yeah.
I don't like all this Caleb slander I'm hearing tonight.
He's the villain, right?
It says here. Okay, so I told ChatGPT because I had it fact check. I told it to fact check first, and then I just say, okay, remove the fact check, and it's giving the nod to Norman Osborn, not in every case, but
Flopper.
psychological warfare and like using gear and stuff like that. So it's like saying, okay, well, he can outsmart Caleb but in a straight up fight, if they're just going at it, no tricks, Caleb beats him.
What about a gay up fight?
Oh, what?
A gay up fight?
What's a gay up fight?
I don't know.
Well, it is the opposite of a straight up fight.
There's more baby oil involved, I guess. I don't know.
Probably.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
They're fighting over Diddy oil.
Yeah, pretty much.
But it says just more often than not, it says Norman Osborn wins. It depends on the situation. But if we have to go how they will fight, Norman is not going to go after him without a plan. and Caleb, it could go either way with him. He could plan or he could not plan. But if the fight is not drug out, if it is a slugfest, and it doesn't take long, the fight is in Nathan's face. I mean, Caleb's got the edge on that. But if the fight is drawn out, then yeah, he's gonna gain the advantage. And once the power is gone, you know, he's done for. Norman will just punch him and knock his head off, literally.
Yeah. Or, well, there's a couple of different ways he would probably handle that. Probably, given his history and the way he typically sets things up. I'm not saying this is how it's going to go down because, like, for the purposes of these, we usually exclude like external participation, right? But according to who Norman Osborn is, the first thing he would do is figure out what the fuck Caleb is weak to, and then he would lure him into a trap that involved that. And since the weakness happens to be the little blonde bitch with the fucking cutting implement.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
I mean, did you remember how Caleb died?
Yeah, Buffy split him in half.
From the crotch up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that was kind of rough to watch.
All right. So I guess, sorry, we add all this up. Oh boy, Aaron. Okay, well, I'm not gonna tell you what I mean, Norman, we have to look at how they would actually fight. Norman has the edge, but short term, I don't know, man.
Aaron's over here like, I just really like Nathan Fillion. I'm like, you know what? You're gonna come to a nerd fight. You come to play.
I tell you what. How about this?
This is a game of dice, motherfucker.
How about this, Aaron? In Canada, Caleb wins. In America, Harry wins. I mean, Norman wins.
Okay, well, yeah, I'll take it.
All right.
I'm a lady. I'll give it to y'all.
You know what's funny is they always go with Harry Osborn in the movies as like being, oh my God, he's going to be the Green Goblin, be the nemesis in the comic books. He was actually only the Green Goblin for a very short period of time before he died fighting Spider-Man.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was a whole big thing about his funeral and everything. Right at the beginning of Maximum Carnage, they're actually at Harry's funeral because he had just died. Anyway, that has nothing to do with anything. I just thought it was funny. Not the funeral part, but the fact that he's always played as being the nemesis. He's not. His father is.
All righty, here we go.
Here we go.
Let's give it about 30 minutes. We'll stop at the 2-hour mark. So it'll be about 38, 40 minutes. So where we've left off. So we have Mr. Sinister's attention, but we don't have long. Ask your question before the door opens. Who's right outside the door? Aaron Laura.
I want to speak to the manager.
So do we demand the exit route out of the mall? Ask what Kohai really is and why she's obsessed with the team? Call out Aaron Laura by name and try to bait her, or stall him while secretly signaling aerial ballet into reposition to reposition? And yeah, this is about to go very wrong.
We threw Ariel in there as a weapon.
I mean,
yeah.
If it's going to go wrong, I say we go with number 4. Nobody does wrong like aerial ballet.
Yeah.
That's true. All right, let's do it. I wonder if Ariel's even here.
Yeah, she was in the chat.
Yeah.
I mean, still here. All right. Lawrence keeps his posture relaxed, voice calm, too calm. You talk a lot for someone hiding behind drywall and speakers. As he speaks, he casually cracks the empty energy drink can, the sharp metallic, the agreed signal. Up above, aerial ballet shifts.
Yeah, she's still here.
Yeah. Silent, graceful, and deadly. The mechanized control crowd control ram slides along the ceiling rails, locking into an angle that covers both entrances from the office. Red indicators blink once, then go dark. Sam catches it out of the corner of his eye and subtly adjusts his stance, boomstick low but ready. Abe checks the pistol safety. Aaron Karen tightens her grip on the cross,
Oh
whispering
yeah.
something halfway between a chant and a slogan. Mr. Sinister laughs.
Symbolism
Stalling.
later.
Very clever, very pointless. The lights cut out completely. For half a second, there's nothing. Then, boom. The east door slams forward, something massive hitting the threshold and triggering the traps, three traps at once. Flash spikes detonate in blinding white. Salt and iron erupts across the floor. The mechanized ram fires forward, smashing into a tall, feminine silhouette mid stride and pinning her against the far wall.
I still think it needs to start calling it the dildozer.
A distorted, furious laugh echoes from the dark. Kohai. Ha ha. Oh, that's new. At the same time, the other door doesn't open. Instead, a voice whispers directly behind Aaron Karen's ear. Aaron Laura, you missed one.
Uh-oh.
Aaron, you're at war with yourself.
Aaron
You know,
versus Aaron.
it's like every Tuesday, you know?
Yep. The room is chaos. Traps firing, Kohai restrained but laughing, Aaron Laura inside the perimeter, and Mr. Sinister still watching. This is a split-second decision moment. What do you do? Have Samuel fire the boomstick at Kohai while she's pinned? Turn everything on Aaron Laura before she disappears again? Order aerial ballet to crush Kohai harder and risk breaking the device? Ignore both monsters and force Mr. Sinister to reveal himself now. I think 4 is a bad idea
Yeah, I agree.
because I don't think either of the monsters are going to just stand by and let us ask questions. This is a fight.
I think.
I'm thinking 2.
Yeah, the Kohai's not going anywhere for a second.
Yeah, let's get
Yeah.
that bitch. 2.
Yeah, let's eliminate one threat at a time.
Lawrence doesn't even turn his head.
That smart.
Contact rear. Contact rear. Take her.
Oh, nice.
The team moves on instinct. Abe spins, pistol already up. Bang. The shot cracks through the dark, not to kill, but to force movement. The bullet clips the edge of Aaron Laura's shoulder, tearing cloth and something else. Black ichor splatters the wall like oil. She
Oh,
hisses, inhuman, skittering backwards. But Aaron Karen slams across forward, shoving it directly into Aaron Laura's chest. There's a scream, sharp and furious like metal tearing under pressure. Aaron Laura, you don't get to use that name. The cross burns. Symbols ignite and white gold light, locking Aaron Laura in place for a heartbeat too long. That's all Samuel needs. Still human, still terrorized, still brave. He steps in and butts her with the boomstick, firing point blank. Boom. The blast
Some king
hurls.
baby.
The blast hurls Aaron Laura
Oh,
across
yeah.
the room into a filing cabinet, which caves inward with a shriek of metal. She collapses but doesn't dissolve. She twitches, limbs jerking unnaturally. Samuel breathing hard. She bleeds. That means she can die. Across the room, Kohai laughs harder, still pinned by the mechanized arm, teeth flashing in the emergency lights. Kohai, oh, I like you people. You learn fast. Mr. Sinister's voice returns quieter now, less amused. Careful, you're upsetting my employees. Aaron Laura pushes herself up, smoke curling from her chest, eyes locked on Aaron Karen with pure hatred. She's wounded but not finished. The office is seconds from exploding into a full massacre. Oh. Next move. Do we finish Aaron Laura before she can retreat? Shift fire back at Kohai while she's restrained. Demand Mr. Sinister end the game now or start killing his monsters. Order a full retreat deeper into the tower. I don't know if 3 will work because I'm not sure he cares about them.
I mean, there's no game without the monsters, though, right?
Assuming that I mean, you just shot Aaron point blank with the boomstick, and she got up.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, real fucking
Well,
blessedness.
she's wounded.
Yeah,
Man,
but
let's
she got up.
finish her.
Yeah.
Yeah. I say
All right.
finish her.
Aaron
Aaron,
Karen's kind of bloodthirsty.
Aaron's been playing Mortal Kombat.
Sorry.
She's
See,
been going to
I've got my
protest and
protest
shit.
sign. Finish her.
Yeah.
Finish her.
No hesitation, no speeches. Lawrence snaps his hand down. End it. Aaron Laura lunges too fast for a normal human, but she's damaged, furious, sloppy. That's a mistake. A fires again, controlled, precise. The shot takes out her knee. She crashes hard, shrieking as her body spasms against the warded floor. Before she can recover, Aaron Karen steps forward. No fear, no doubt, just resolve. She presses the cross down onto Aaron Laura's chest with both hands. You stalk people because you're empty. This ends now. The cross flares, not blinding, but final. Symbols burn into the floor beneath Aaron Laura, forming a tight containment seal. Her screams cut off mid sound, replaced by a wet, choking silence. Sam raises the
Joking.
boomstick for a split second. Aaron Laura looks almost human again, confused and afraid. Then, boom, the blast collapses the seal inward. Light, sound, pressure, then nothing. When the smoke clears, Aaron Laura is gone. No body, no regeneration, no retreat. Just a scorched outline on the floor and the faint smell of ozone. A beat passes, then Kohai stops laughing. Pinned against the wall, her head slowly tilts toward the empty space where Aaron Laura was.
Oh, oh,
Kohai, oh, you can finish things. Mr. Sinister's voice returns, tight now, controlled. That was inefficient, but informative. The office lights flicker back on. Somewhere deep in the tower, something unlocks. You cross the line. Aaron Laura was a stalker. Kohai is a slasher, and Mr. Sinister just learned you're not prey. Status update. Aaron Laura permanently destroyed. Sammy is still human. Kohai is restrained and very interested. Mr. Sinister no longer amused. What now? Execute Kohai while she's pinned. Interrogate Kohai. She respects killers. Force Mr. Sinister to reveal the exit before the door opens again. Loot the office fast and prepare for the next wave. Your move.
Oh, fucking executor. Executor now. That's not going to go well if we don't.
Yeah.
we're all bloodthirsty now.
Good
Kill
grief.
this motherfucker.
No,
Let's go.
I'm being
May as
practical.
well.
She's
I'll be
going
right
to get out
back.
from under the dildozer and she's going to come full bore at us. We cannot allow that to happen. Bitch has got to die. So, otherwise, we ain't getting out of here. Not all of us, anyway. Poor devil with his jazz hands and his sparkles. He's toast.
Bro,
Yeah,
I'm a
the
haberdasher.
game's not even bringing him up.
Maybe off looking for supplies.
It's 5 do your taxes. Shut up.
So I give a nod. Sam, you step forward. Kohai is bloody, pinned, and impossibly calm. Tilts her head and smiles through slit lips. You know, the most teams hesitate here. Sam doesn't. He plants his feet, shoulders squared. The boomstick is steady now. Not today. Boom. The blast hits Kohai's center mass. Holy force buckshot and raw kinetic power ripping straight through her torso. The wall behind her detonates outward. Stone and steel exploding into the hallway beyond. Her body convulses once, still smiling, still trying to stand. A fires next. 3 clean shots to the head. Lawrence follows point blank military position. Finally, Aaron Karen presses the cross forward, shouting, "You don't get to come back." The cross ignites. Kohai's scream is short, furious, and furious at being denied. Her body turns from the inside out, collapsing into ash, bone fragments, and melted, blood smeared mask that cracks clean down the center. She gone.
Sweet.
No laugh, no nothing. Kohai the demon memer is dead for real. A long pause, then slow, deliberate applause. Sinister. Well, that was unexpected. A section of the far wall slides open, revealing a hidden elevator lined with old surveillance screen, everyone showing different parts of the mall. Mr. Sinister, congratulations. You just killed my favorite toy. The elevator dings, which means I'll need a new way to entertain myself. The screen nearest the floor
Ooh.
flickers. Three
God damn it.
icons appear. 7-star Dragon Ball. Location unknown, now mobile. Charlie's figurine inside a moving safe zone. Mockingjay pen held by something that knows you're coming. He took all our stuff. The office begins to shake. Something worse than
Took my
Kohai is
pen.
waking up somewhere on the island.
Yeah, we already had all that
Well,
stuff.
what island? Hold on. I don't trust islands right now in 2026. What island is this?
Yeah, we
England.
already had all this stuff. I don't know what is. Either he took it from us, or this is a Chat GPT mistake. I'll figure it out. End of scene. Sinister season 1 status. Kohai gone. Aaron Laura gone. Sinister actively escalating the game. Exit still locked. Team alive and officially dangerous. When you're ready, say continue and choose where the team goes next. What do you guys want to do?
Well, see, here's the thing. We already got all that stuff. And
Yeah, let me
Yeah.
retype that.
you know, there were adventures and everything.
Three. Three.
Are we always on an island?
For the purposes of this game, yeah.
Just for this game. Okay, so you had to fix it. Okay, so you broke the script. You're right. The icons shatter on the screens like glass. The room hums, deep and mechanical. All is up. The island itself just realized it's lost. This wasn't supposed to happen until episode 7. This thing was going to drag on.
Holy
It was going to
shit.
drag on. A long pause, then reluctantly, Mr. Sinister. Ladies and gentlemen, you already possess. Yeah. The office reconfigures. Wall slides, ceiling retracts. The floor slits open, revealing a descending platform engraved with 3 circular slots, each perfectly shaped for one of the items. The end of the mall, but of course, it's not that simple. The moment the platform appears, alarms blare across the island. Somewhere far away, something howls, and something bad. Mr. Sinister, of course, possession isn't the same as presentation. You must place all 3 items into the platform together, alive at the same time. And I should warn you, once you do, he leans closer to the camera, the mall gets one last turn. The platform locks into place. You feel it, the in-game pressure, the island pushing back.
Is it old blindy?
I kind of feel like ChatGPT is rigging this shit.
Right.
It's trying to.
Mm.
Place all 3 items
Just a little bit.
immediately. So place all 3 items immediately and force the exit open. Fortify the room first. Heal, reload, prep for the last assault. Confront Mr. Sinister directly before using the platform. Try something clever. Use one curse or one blessed item to bend the rules. Season 1 is at the finish line. I say number 1. In fact, I think that's what I think we had to get all 3 and get off the island. We had to get all 3. We have all 3.
I tend to concur, although part of me is curious if he's in the room with us, can't we just kill him too?
Well, it's saying that he's not. It's saying
Okay. He's doing like
he was
the
on
jigsaw
a
thing.
screen.
With the, yeah.
It was a screen, yeah.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
what are our total amount of cursed and blessed items that we have? Can you ask that?
We've got that fucking videotape.
Yeah.
Technically, the boomstick was until we rewrote it. Now it's just a really nice shotgun that makes things die horribly.
Is that it? Those are the only things we've got?
I thought we had one more thing, but I can't recall what it was.
I don't remember.
It's fine. It's fine.
What do you guys want to do?
I don't want to use the tape. That's for damn sure.
Me neither.
Aaron?
Aaron?
contagious.
know, man. Like, I kind of just want to confront the guy, but that could be my inner Karen.
Yeah.
Or just remember, whatever else is on the island is coming for us. Me personally, I'm not trying to find out what's coming through that door. So
Yeah, I'm kind of with Larry on this. I think we should go with number one. And you need to rein in your inner Karen. That bitch is nothing but trouble.
Well,
That's what we
she'll
do.
always want to see the manager.
Right.
Always causing a scene and making things worse.
Hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
I will go along with y'all while I mutter under my breath angrily.
all right.
That I can deal with.
I do kind of want to use that videotape, though.
You force the exit. We're done playing. Sam pulls a. So we put everything in there. All this for a cat.
She is muttering under her breath.
Now.
Aaron places the Charlie figurine down the neck, rolling her eyes. All this for a cat. Abe says the Mockingjay pin last. Okay.
Us blue-haired ladies kind of like the cats, don't we?
The mall screams.
Mhm.
The island itself lets out a deep seismic howl. Walls crack, screens explode. Somewhere far below, something colossal thrashes, then stops like a beast, realizing the leash just snapped tight around his throat. The platform locks. Light erupts upward in a blinding column. This is sinister. What? Wait! Too late. The office is getting all jacked up. It's like a broken stage set. Mr. Sinister's image glitches wildly, splitting, stuttering, and lagging behind reality. You weren't supposed to win clean. The light engulfs the team for a split second. Each of you feels every death you avoided, every trap you broke, every rule you bent pressing down, then release. You exit. You hit solid ground, sunlight, real sunlight. Behind you, the island of the mall folds in on itself like a closing jaw and vanishes into nothingness. No sequel hook, no final monster, no jump scare, just silence. And that's how it was supposed to end. ChatGPT tried to change the ending on us. That's what it did. It tried to
I don't
change.
trust
You about
AI.
that AI shit, man.
See, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see. Season 1 complete. Final status. Sam, you are a taxidermist. Alive, human, forever done with supernatural collectibles. Abe, hurt the haberdasher. Alive, already selling I survived the mall hats in his head. Me,
Capitalism, baby.
That
me
tracks.
alive, mission complete, no loose ends. Aaron, professional protester, alive, filing complaints against reality itself.
That tracks.
So high, Aaron Laura is dead. Mr. Sinister trapped
How
inside a
dare
broken
you?
game with no players. Artifacts are gone. The game is over. But somewhere far away, a broken screen flickers once and displays static, then text. Sinister will return if you ask for season 2. You beat them all. Okay, so
Sweet.
here's what I had planned on doing. So we are going to put. I wanted to let me turn the slide on.
Hey, real quick, Ariel, you
Yeah.
doing okay? She said she had to go vomit. Did she miss character doing something? Yeah, you rammed Kohai really hard with the dildozer.
Yeah.
I hope
Yeah.
that
Oh,
makes
you're
you feel
okay.
better, honey.
Set up
Yeah.
a clean win. Yeah, seriously, hope you get to feeling better. That sounds like it's awful.
Yeah, but if it makes you feel any better, you gave Kohai a good ramming.
Yes.
With the dildozer.
Yeah, you did. You rammed her hard. So what I'm thinking is I was gonna put up a wheel and see if like bring up new topics and see if do we want to continue with these characters, or do we want to do like the next one be like a dark superhero type of thing? Do you guys want to do a mystery or horror or something like that?
You know, what would be kind of fun, like maybe a detective style, like noirish mystery.
That's what I was thinking.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'll call it Abyssal Noir. How about that?
That actually works because noir just means black.
Yeah, I'm noir.
Yeah.
Man
Alrighty.
was.
No, that could be fun. I think. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we can go over the details. I guess if we're gonna be detectives, so I think what I'll do is whatever backgrounds that you guys want your characters to have, come up with it, and then we'll go over it. Probably can't do it next week because next week, well, I mean, it'll be quiz week, and we'll have a panel full of people that'll be trying to throw their 2 cents in, and be trying to change it.
Yeah.
But if you guys just want to shoot an email, or you know what, um, you guys are in a Aaron, are you in the Abyssal chat?
She's not on Twitter.
I'm not on Twitter.
Okay, well we can email, you can email, just email me your decision on how you want your character to go, and guys, we could talk about it in the Abyssal chat, and then I'll get to work on the framework, and we'll go from there. Now, do you guys want it to have like just strictly human stuff, or like maybe some elements of horror, like the possibility of a werewolf being around or something like that? Not too.
Maybe.
I mean, yeah, we can think about that. Because my first thought was, of course, like kind of a as on brand for me,
Mhm.
kind of a Lovecraftian sort of investigation. But I'm like, there's something to be said for like a straight up, mystery that doesn't necessarily have to involve the supernatural.
Well, what we can do is we could do it in seasons. So season one
Mhm.
could be a mystery. Season two, I mean, we can ease into that
Yeah, that's true.
if
We
that's
can
what you
do
guys
that.
want. What do you
Um,
think? What do you think, Aaron?
Yeah, I'm up for anything. I'm not so creative with ideas, so.
That's okay. All right, that sounds like a plan. Okay.
Yeah. The door
Well,
swung open, and in the swirling smoke, there stood Erin Laura. It looked like she poured herself into that dress. From the looks of it, she
all
spilled
right,
some.
all right. Well, with that, we are done. We are done. That is the show.
Cool.
Oh, this was
Abe,
pretty good.
let's go around. Abe, you wanna go?
Yeah, I'll be on Beelzebub in about half an hour, and then I'll be doing all my usual weekend shit for the next couple of days. And then you can find me everywhere Abe's gonna get you. So, yeah, the usual.
Okay. Aaron.
I'm Erin. You can find me here Friday nights and Saturday evening in the chat. And that's my outro.
All right, Sam.
Next thing up is Screaming into the Void. So I got to caveat this. We're going to get into some topics this week. Topics that I'm not necessarily super
Mm-hmm.
happy about. So I don't know exactly how this is going to play out. We're going to start out on YouTube. If we can maintain it on YouTube, we will continue to do so. But if it comes to a point where things look like they might go south, we're going to be finishing it on Rumble. We are streaming to there and Twitter and YouTube all at once, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully it doesn't come to that, but I know some people have had some issues with these topics. I'm not going to get into it right now. It does have to do with certain bits of information that have been released uncorroborated this week.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to have a fairly sizable panel for that. So, and that's tomorrow, and around 4 p.m. Mountain Time. I will be there. I'll say that. And then, I won't be on the pub tonight. I'm going to call it a night after this. It's been a long week, and I need to get some rest and all that stuff. So the next time you guys see me after Abyssal Musings, if Amira goes live, if and when, I will be helping her out probably tomorrow night, depending on whether she does tomorrow night or not. Depends on how early we get back into the Code Vein 2 stream, because we'll be doing that at some point tomorrow. And then next thing up will be Abyssal Musings quiz night next week. Game streams throughout the week, that kind of thing. We'll be back here. This was a good show. I enjoyed myself.
Yeah. Well, as for me, I will have a video. I will have a video dropping on Monday. I'm back to my writing. I'm back to doing short stories, and that's
Okay.
what I will be doing.
Thanks, Larry.
Good deal. Good deal. And the description or the
Yeah.
link for that channel is in the description below at Knight's Lore here on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely go check that out. Larry's got some stuff up from a while back too. If you haven't seen it, you should go check that out too.
Yep. Alrighty, that is it.
All right. Well, thank you guys. Thanks, Larry, for putting together a hell of a show. We had a good one tonight. You know, chat, you guys are awesome. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here. We appreciate all of you. We'll see y'all real soon. Have a good night, everybody. And remember, it could always be worse. I'm not going to make the Minnesota joke again. Could be raining flame covers. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye.